Hey, we have a podcast on Spotify, but what I've noticed is we have a lot of video gags tied to the little video player on Spotify. But YouTube has a better watching experience, so I'm also going to start uploading the episodes here. However, the benefit to watching it on Spotify is we're farther ahead. We're on like episode 5 or 6, so if you wanted to binge watch and catch up, there you go. Enjoy. All right, so it's been fucking years since I've done this. This is really awkward. All right, well, hello. My name is Zach, otherwise known as Sanctuary, and these are my co-hosts, starting with.
My name is Sean, and I go by Mad Maddox on YouTube.
And my name's McKenna, also known as Mackie Tacky to most people.
And at this point, we have probably passed the 7-second mark, so now we can swear. Welcome to Shitpost Central.
Hello.
We came up with this idea back in like 2018, and because we just have absolute nonsense to say to each other. And this is also an excuse for us to do things on a weekly basis, talk to each other, hang out. And yeah, today we'll just be doing Would You Rathers. It's a pretty simple softball opening as we get into things. We're just going to do round robin. I think, how do we want to do this? Oldest to youngest?
I believe so, if you want.
All right, so
I'm last.
Yeah, I believe I'm the oldest between all of us. So let's see. What was the first ones looking like here?
I can see it already.
All right, so I like this one. It's kind of a spin on a popular one, but would you rather be able to fly or be able to teleport anywhere you've been to? Usually it goes like, can you just fly or teleport? But I feel like teleport's the easy option in that case. This, you kind of have some conditions to it. Because it really depends on how often you travel.
Right.
And because if you want to just do the easy answer, it's teleport. But where's the fun in that? Where's the excitement of the actual act? It's like, are you a journey person or a destination person? So in this instance, I think I'm choosing fly to be a little controversial.
Is there like a top speed to your flight?
I think the top speed goes based on like what your body can handle. So like what's the fastest speed you can go on a motorcycle, you think, without getting hurt?
I think in order for you to fly, your bone density would be different in general.
Well, yeah, also you can't teleport matter across the planet, but
right, yeah.
Nightcrawler-esque. What was that movie called? Jumper? I've never seen it.
I've never heard of it. What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm trying to think of it. What was it? I was like fucking. Was it Tom Cruise? It was this strange movie where I think it was around the same premise where you have to be able to perfectly picture a area in order to teleport to that spot.
Right.
Like you have to have a very idealistic, like picturesque idea of what it is.
It's Jumper is a 2008 movie.
Yeah, see, I got references.
It's the ability to instantly transport himself to a place he can imagine.
There we go. See, I got it. I forget who the main guy is, though.
All right, I think the main character of that was Hayden Christensen, person who plays Anakin.
Okay. Well, McKenna, what do you think?
It's my turn. Oh God. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to teleport anywhere you've been to? Honestly, as much as I love the journey part of traveling, I'd rather be instantly there to where I'm going personally and just spending my time there. Just automatically be there, right there in person, instead of, flying my ass all the way over there.
How many times have you left the U.S.?
The U.S.?
Or held the state even at all?
The state? Twice.
Okay.
To Nevada and to New York.
So we're looking at some pretty limited options here.
Yeah, which I don't mind because I don't really go outside of California regardless where I'm going to. I would just go to LA and back, to be honest.
Right, that's a pretty easy one, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sean?
I don't like drawing attention to myself, so I'd rather just teleport there. Just
That's fair.
You don't
easy
want to
there
do a
and back
show
if I
off,
want.
no party tricks.
Well, yeah.
Who's this random man?
I don't like people.
Yeah, me and my little attention whore ass.
You'll walk into a room and just like flip around 5 times in the air and then land and everyone
Exactly.
cheer.
That's sick.
I'll just be in the background teleporting to where the soda is and grabbing one, teleporting back to the couch.
Teleporting inside of somebody and then having them combust.
That would not be fun. That would be traumatizing. And
That would be traumatizing.
I'd vanish. I'd teleport away.
There's always the chance, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Because there's always that question about teleporting, because technically the planet is very much going through space at a very quick speed. So if you teleport and you don't know if it's like destination based, like coordinate based.
Oh yeah, if it's coordinate based, I think you're fucked.
Yeah,
you're fucked if it's coordinate
That's
based.
like if you ask a genie, hey, I would like the ability to teleport, you end up teleporting into outer space. That's the monkey paw effect. All right, so that was a pretty quick one. Next would be McKenna. Which one do you want to choose? I remember when we were looking.
Oh shit!
What's up?
Sorry, I'm tired.
You've seen the demons.
I literally told you this not even like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I know.
I am running on 4 cups of coffee, 2 energy drinks, and a fucking prayer.
Oh,
I have been up 8 p.m. last night.
We're currently recording this. I guess this time, for your time, it'd be, what, 9? No. You're 2 hours behind.
It'd be 5-ish.
5.
Yeah,
okay.
it's 5:06.
It's 7
and
here.
I just got off of work 30 minutes ago. You know what? I do like this one. Live on a deserted island for 6 months and get $500,000, or live with your ex for 4 months and get unlimited supply of food for 5 years. It's very specific.
This is very conditional on the past. Like, if you've left off on a good spot with whoever would be technically your ex.
Right. Also, they did specify if you don't have an ex, it would be your ex-friend.
Ex-friend, okay.
If I remember.
Well, do we all have technically an ex?
I do.
I do not. I have an ex-friend.
Okay, so you're the outlier here, McKenna.
I'm always the fucking outlier, goddamn it.
I left off on, I'd say, a pretty good note, and I'm very good friends with the ex, and especially the people they're with now. So that'd be just a great, let's hop across the country and just, get him $500,000 afterwards? Hell yeah.
It was unlimited supply of food for 5 years.
It's food for 5 years, yeah.
$500,000 for unlimited 6 food. Or unlimited for... Can you sell the food?
You get an unlimited supply of food. It doesn't tell you what you can do with it.
And the question is, you want to put the work in. I'm thinking deserted island. That's... How long do people typically last on a deserted island? I think it depends.
I'm assuming the island is at least, functional.
Habitable. It's not just sand and rocks. Like,
because you'll get
one tree.
Like if you got
$500,000 afterwards.
I think just for safety reasons, I'm going 4 months unlimited food. Afterwards, I'm just gonna go to like impoverished areas and just be like, hey, here you go. We're good now. Fill up all the food banks. Sounds like a pretty good idea.
Solve world hunger.
Yeah. Altruistic ass.
I guess it's my turn to answer this as well. Honestly, I'm gonna be selfish. I'm sorry. I would rather live on a deserted island for 6 months and get like $500,000 afterwards because of the context of the ex-friend that I used to be friends with.
That's fair.
I don't think I could ever be in the same room as that person anymore. So
this is
for 4 months, I don't think I could really. Yeah. So I honestly, plus deserted island for 6 months, I think I'm a very creative person.
Good luck.
I think I would survive. I could. I can. If I can carry 80-pound concrete bags, 95 concrete bags, then yeah, I could probably crack a coconut.
I would also be selfish for different reasons. I didn't leave off bad with my ex. It's just I want just the money. I don't want to have to sell the food,
Hmm.
and it's fine. I don't like people anyway. Deserted Island, sign me up.
Right. And it's not like we're probably gonna do anything selfish with the money. Like I'm definitely putting like half of that away for like my sister's college tuition or some shit like that.
The Ivy
I'd use
League.
it all for my own amusement. I'm very selfish with that. Maybe after a little bit, I'd give a few and put some in savings.
Because only a certain amount of food equates to like not having to pay groceries. Like for us, I think groceries is like on average like $250, $350 a month.
Okay,
It's getting
So-
so hot.
For context,
I'm under a
it's actually
blanket
fucking blanket.
because I've got an echoey. I'm basically in like solitary confinement with my room currently,
mhm.
and this is the only way to soften the echoes that are in this room. Eventually, I'll look into the VSTs you can get for Discord, not Discord, OBS, but
Mhm.
that's work.
Mhm.
I took the easy route, and I suffer for it.
And
All
We've
right.
al-
So, would you rather live in the Fallout universe or live in the Resident Evil universe? Both have their ups and downs.
That is true.
A lot of downs.
I remember when we typed this one in, we were trying to think of, because there's the whole like apocalypse scenario. I think the most common one is like zombie apocalypse or like alien invasion. But
Mhm.
I felt like you wanted something to be a little bit more creative and wacky with the universe. Fallout has like a lot of like goofy shit in it that's going on. And
Mhm.
Resident Evil is a lot more like predictable, but more severe. Well, I don't know if
Right.
severe is the case. Sinister would probably be better. So do you want like unpredictable survival or like, because there's still like modern civilization is still around in the Resident Evil universe.
Yeah.
You just got some hellish beings walking it.
Oh yeah.
But I could definitely see myself just being a courier, just walking some mail around, with a gun. Seems easy enough. Yeah, I think if something like virus-wise Resident Evil happens in your area, you're just kind of doomed. I'm gonna take my
You're trying to
chances
fuck.
in the fucking Fallout wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fist fight a Deathclaw. Let's see how it goes.
My answer, I honestly would probably pick Fallout over Resident Evil. Again, it's just the scenario in which if I would survive this, how could I survive this?
Mhm.
Not survive this? If I'm picking between the two, I would probably rather pick Fallout because there is scenarios in which you can just go on your merry way and just be a
Right.
peaceful like person and not just run into a fucking Deathclaw like at a moment's notice. So I would probably, like stay with the Minutemen or like find my own community and just stay put. With the Resident Evil universe, you're constantly on the move, you're constantly worrying, and who
The
knows?
scenarios in that are very contained though. They're like to like city level, maybe like county level.
Oh yeah. It's just if you're trapped in there, you're basically fucked.
You're basically
Unless
rolling
you
the dice if an experiment happens in your area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I personally would probably pick Fallout Universe. Plus I kinda like the aesthetic of Fallout Universe over Resident Evil.
The show
Anyways.
definitely hyped it up a lot more now.
Oh, definitely, of course.
We're all agreeing with this one. With the Fallout,
Mm.
I feel like I'd have a lot more fun just in the Fallout universe. There's a lot more
Yeah.
fun shit to do. You're not always moving because of fucking monsters that Resident Evil creates.
Let's piggyback off that previous one. Would you rather live in OO or work at the park? I think this has a little bit more debating in it.
Mhm.
And let's say in both of these, like we didn't talk about it before, but you're just gonna be teleported into these areas as you. But in one instance, in this one, you actually have like security. You have a job. You have a place. The other, you're just kind of plopped right in because there's like disaster level threats in both. But
Mhm.
whimsy of OO, or do I work at the snack bar?
Be best buds with Mordecai and Rigby.
Oh, I hate those fuckers. Things would not go well.
I feel like I get along well with them.
I'm much more of a skips guy.
I see that. I fucking see that.
I'm an old soul.
I would be friends with all except for Benson. He's a bit of a dick.
Benson's got
Yeah.
his own life. He
I know. He yells too much. I don't like
as
loud
do
noises. I keep my distance.
I think I'm down for the security of the park. I think in Ooh, I'm just gonna get fucking obliterated by like whatever random shit shows up, like a giant or like a dragon or fucking
Right.
garden gnomes that are gonna turn me into a hot dog or some shit. I'm fine with fighting like nuclear threats and shit in the park.
Right.
Everything works out. It's all fine.
I don't know. I like the we're going off of the concept of like if we can survive, right?
Oh yeah, the things. Well, in both instances, things can go wrong. I think in this instance, there's more security with the park
Right.
rather than in Ooh, you're just getting plopped right in, and then you have to figure it out.
Yeah, because Ooh is more like a magical world than the park. And yeah, damn it. Because I love the aesthetic of Ooh, and I feel like I would have more fun and more an enjoyable time without, the cost of like worrying about surviving.
Right, so much
in
whimsy.
Ooh. But I think for security's sake and like, maybe a normal fucking life, I would have to pick the park.
Yeah, you don't have to get attacked by like a lightning boar or
Yeah. Plus, I feel like I would not get along with
Gold.
Mordecai. I would not get along with Mordecai. I would probably get along with Rigby the most,
Mhm.
I think.
How you feeling, Sean?
It's a tough choice because I feel like I could survive well in Ooh if I just decide to stay in like a city or something, like in the Candy Kingdom. Just like plop me in the center there.
Mm-hmm.
It would be safe. Because you got Finn just protecting you, Jake, all of them. But a lot of stuff can happen, and like you guys have said, the security of the park, it's tempting.
I'm too scared to die.
And I would get along well with all of them. Muscle Man might get annoying after like a day, but yeah, probably the park.
After he rips your fucking house in half.
Screams,
I'm
"My
screaming,
mom."
"Your mom!"
Yeah, I'd choose the park.
All right, so far we've mostly been in agreement here. We gotta find
Right,
a controversial one here.
Let's do. Would you rather lose an arm or lose your leg? I think it's simple, but
Quite
you-
simple,
you
but you end up
like-
in two very different scenarios.
yeah.
Would we choose what arm or leg we lose, or is it random?
I would say
Whichever one.
Non-dominant hand, non-dominant arm, or whatever.
I'd say, yeah, because I feel like the difference between the dominant leg and the dominant arm is way too big. I feel like your dominant arm is a lot more important than your dominant leg.
I feel like it should be random just to roll the dice, and you just, you either lose an arm or you lose a leg. Like, you just can't choose. I would say it should be random, because you don't know.
Okay, so it's a 50-50 on if it's your left or right, whichever you choose.
Yeah.
I feel like if you lost your dominant hand, you'd probably be able to learn dominance in your other one. You'd have a lot of time to do it.
Of course.
It would take a while, but you'd be kind of forced to.
Because I feel like a prosthetic leg is, mobility-wise, a lot more debilitating. But, like, activity-wise, losing your arm's a lot more hampering. Because you could still drive with one arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I lost my right leg, how the fuck am I driving? That's going to be a bitch and a half.
You're left.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to really reach over.
You could probably, like, get a special made car or, like, a special made thing to work with, because I know a lot of veterans have to deal with that every day.
Right. Computer stuff would be a lot harder. I think I'm going leg. I'll take the wheelchair. I need my fingers, even if they do, even if they are riddled with arthritis.
Right. So young already, and yet you're so old.
I am.
For my answer, I've actually answered this before, just in like regular would you rather questions. I would definitely rather lose a leg, because I am not risking my right arm being cut off. Because I'm a very crafty person. I draw a lot constantly. It's unhealthy at this point. And it's like it's kind of like my therapeutic way of expressing everything that goes on with my mind and my body and everything that's around me.
Right.
I would rather die.
You lose a lot of yourself if you couldn't
Yes.
draw.
Basically, because this is sad, but it's basically what makes me as a person, unfortunately. Like, that's what anybody cares about, at least, sometimes in my mind, but I know it's usually not in that case, but it's a little wonky. But it literally defines me who I am. So I would probably rather die than lose my arm. So I would rather lose a leg instead of an arm, personally.
Solid argument.
Especially if it's random, and I don't want to make that risk of like, oh, it's gonna be my left.
That's why I was debating the dominance, because I feel like the heftiness of it being random is a huge implication.
Yeah. But either way, like, it doesn't matter if it's like 50-50 or I get to choose. I'm losing a leg. I'm fucking walking in a peg leg for all I care. All right? I'm losing the leg.
It seems we're all gonna agree on this one too. I lose a leg. I spend way too much time on my computer.
God damn it!
I really thought about losing an arm. You guys sounded pretty.
I did too.
Pretty dead set on losing that leg.
I thought about choosing the arm as well, but I realized how much I use my arms.
Mm-hmm.
And like I can't live without both of them. So it'd have to be I'd lose a leg.
All I'll say is losing that right leg is definitely going to be a bitch if that happens.
Oh, yeah.
I hope I win that 50-50.
Looks like we're going to join the fucking pirate crew, mateys.
I don't think I would mind a prosthetic leg. Like, I could get used to it.
The expensive prosthetics have gotten really good.
Oh, yeah. With both arms and legs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather live in a cyberpunk future or a magical medieval past? I think I would prefer a magical medieval past because I've always been just obsessed with magic. I'm like, that would be sick. It'd be something to learn that I actually
Fireball!
fun learning. Exactly. Throw fireballs at the neighbors. I don't know.
Your fucking neighbors. They're saying hi, like watering their flowers. You're like, fireball!
Just torch the city. I love that fucking bit of Germa talking about the like, why do people do the whole waving your arm casting? Just point and scream. I'm going cyberpunk. I like the whole aesthetic. I like the futuristic tech. Fuck corpos. Better do some statewide terrorism. Get some freaky shit going. I like all of the different things that are available with the tech. I don't want to blow myself up brewing potions with no hospitals available.
Like a fucking lab.
Healing spells.
Healing spell will not restore my arm. We're talking about prosthetics. Hey, we got the best prosthetics in Cyberpunk.
I know I made it sound like an easy choice. It was kind of tough in my head, but I have always loved magic.
Oh no, this is very much a like two very different scenarios. It's definitely whichever you prefer. I'm
like I would
into the
fight
tech.
well with a sword. I think I'd have fun fighting with a sword. Guns scare me.
I love
swords.
I love my pew pews. They go bang, they go boom. It's awesome.
Zach, what if you had a gun? What would the sound be for your gun to ring out?
What was it? There's this speaking of Cyberpunk, it was in 2077. I think it was like Mr. Shooty or something. The dude that pops up with just the animated bullet.
Oh, it's the Skippy.
Skippy.
That's his name.
I'd have him.
I think Zach, you would probably already know what my fucking answer is. It's gotta be Cyberpunk. I just love the fucking aesthetic. It's
too good.
Literally, it's too good. I love the colors of it. I love the cities you could probably build out, the world building. I mean, not to be wrong, magical and medieval past would probably go hard, kind of like D&D in situations. Yeah. Cyberpunk, man, it's been the OG for me. It's been an inspiration for some of my characters that I make.
The music, oh.
The music.
Oh yeah, the music.
just-
The music in both though.
You have to go
I-
down to the tavern, listen to the,
Yeah.
Yes.
the old man with his fiddle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
great though.
yeah, like I love both of them, especially like because I'm also a little bit into D&D at the moment.
Mhm.
I have been actually for a while, but just for the past like 3-4 years, I've just been a cyberpunk maniac.
Oh yeah. I feel like this would also be divided in like, would you rather be in like a rural area or like a urban area? I feel.
Yeah, I would definitely be like a street rat.
Oh yeah, I cannot leave my major cities. We were in a town that was super tiny for a long while there, and it was fucking awful. I hated it.
Yeah. God,
It wasn't the best, I'll say that.
don't
The place we
remind.
moved to had less than 5,000 people in it, and the
Oh,
town
okay, gotcha.
Very
it had
small.
0
Yeah.
streetlights. It was all stop signs.
Oh,
Like like the school there had like less than like 100 people in it. Like it was ridiculous.
God damn. Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Like the one market for like food and all that. No, the half an hour drive to get anywhere. It
Oof.
sucked.
Well, there is this one specific person. His name is Arter. Good friend of mine. I think when I not first met him, I think it was like a couple months into knowing him, maybe a year. He's like, "Hey, I'll send you a plushie if you give me your address." I'm like, "You send me a plushie? Here you go." And I got the Umbreon plushie. I still have it. It's on my desk.
That's very sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Speaking of Arter, let's do some shouts. Wolverine or Deadpool?
Oh yeah, Wolverine or Deadpool? Quote: "You can decide of what I'm asking about."
I'm going Wolverine. I'm going all the way.
But what are we talking about, Wolverine or Deadpool?
Yeah, I mean,
feel
what do
we
we
could.
mean?
I feel either situation, whether we're fucking them or if we're taking their powers, I think of choosing Wolverine because I don't want to fuck the cancer lump. I don't want to be the cancer lump.
Yo.
What about stealing their fits, like how they look and shit? Their costumes. I mean,
Costume.
that's a lesser option.
It could be anything. I guess it just
really
depends
could
on
be
in your
anything,
mind.
but that's what came
You
to
can
mind.
give your own. You can give your own reason to what you're like asking about. I think it's my turn to answer this.
I'm fucking the short king.
5'3" and all.
5'3". Honestly, if I'm gonna go with my personal reason, and it's not the reason that most people are probably already like thinking about, I have to pick Deadpool. I just love his personality so much that it's just made me love him even more because I've loved him since like the first movie, and it's just I love his personality. I love the reputation he, with his sexuality. It's good representation,
Mm-hmm.
and also he's just pretty fucking cool. He can re-heal, like he can't die. He pulls like stuff out of the pocket dimension. Like he dates fucking Death, even though he can't be with her. Like, and apparently Death is also like in a relationship with Thanos, and like Thanos like hates fucking Deadpool.
Very one-sided, yeah.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I also love Wolverine. I love Wolverine, but I think I have to place Deadpool on a little like more higher pedestal.
Okay,
Personally.
okay.
We won't talk about the Deadpool from like the X-Men movies. That
Yeah.
is wrong.
That hellish beast. Oh yeah, the movies. I was
God.
gonna say, I imagine you went and saw the most recent one. What did you think about it? A lot of people I've heard have had very mixed reactions to it. I thought it was fine.
Really?
I've seen nothing but good reactions.
Yeah, I've seen nothing but positive, like overwhelmingly like positive stuff
I guess I
about
got a
it.
lot of
Everyone's-
cynical
everyone's loved
stuff
it.
on my pages, but
Yeah. I think Zach, I went to see this movie 3 times in theaters.
Jesus, all right, yeah, you liked it.
I fucking loved
I
it.
wish I could see it 3 times. I only saw it the once. It was a
Yeah,
good fucking
'cause-
movie.
The first time I saw it is with my dad. The first time I saw it was with you could bleep us out. And then the third time I saw it is with my coworkers. We went to the Studio Movie Grill, which is a nice theater to go to. They serve you food at your seat.
Nice.
But yeah, I saw it 3 times in fucking theaters. You think I like this movie or not?
The funny thing about going to watch this movie for me was I still haven't seen Logan. like I know it was supposed to be like the really good one from the old X-Men movies, and
Yeah.
I just haven't had the opportunity. I just haven't done it yet.
Also, the Hana, like
I just know he
Hyundai
died.
Odyssey,
So
the Odyssey scene is like
Wolverine.
ingrained into my brain.
I would probably have to go with Deadpool as well.
Okay.
Let's fucking go!
Yeah. He's just way too funny. I would get along way too well with him. Wolverine. Also, I would not like to
Personality
have
gets you there.
Wolverine's
It
powers at
does.
all, because his healing factor makes it every time he extends his claws, it has to stab through his skin every time,
Yeah.
meaning he has excruciating
Deadpool
pain.
is a walking tumor.
How dare you?
Shot and nothing
the
happens.
entirety of his like
Zach,
the social
I'm fucking
aspect.
pansexual. You think I give a shit about that?
That's not what I'm talking about. If we're talking having the powers, like being in the situation, like he is in so much more pain constantly.
Deadpool's healing factor.
It's not a healing factor. It's a undying.
It's a dying.
Factor.
It's a dying factor.
Yeah, it's literally has a different name. It's so fucked up.
It replaces cells with more cancer cells. Is what I think it was explained to be.
It's awful.
But it works faster than Wolverine's.
Sure. But if you want to talk about pain, I think it's a whole nother
Wolverine's constantly being poisoned by his own skeleton.
And?
Because of the adamantium.
Yeah.
That's why his healing factor's slowing. That's why he dies. Spoiler right there.
Sorry if you haven't seen Logan since like what 2016,
Wolverine and
2017.
Deadpool, or seen anything from the comics, or
Literally anywhere.
I give the spoiler alert afterwards.
I've got to breathe. I am sweating my ass off. Holy fuck.
But yeah, that's my choice there. It'd have to be Deadpool. Also, I like his fucking costume. It's great. I like the red, the black, the white eyes.
I just love how the movie like animates his eyes.
It's great. Ryan Reynolds was the obvious choice for Deadpool. Amazing.
And I heard that he had a part in like leaking the first scene from the first movie to get like everything going.
It was said that in like a little like show he was in for like a YouTube channel or something. It was like a lie detector test.
Oh yeah, it was one of the recent ones, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Where both him and Hugh Jackman both ask each other questions.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
The whole press release stuff. We're going shirtless for the rest of this pod. Let's see.
Whoa, wait!
It is way too hot
no
under
camera.
this thick-ass blanket.
Let's see. Let's do this one. Would you rather be a niche internet celebrity or a massive star? Personally, I would rather be a niche internet celebrity because you're not put on a higher pedestal than other, people. Like, let's say, like Beyonce or like an actor.
Mm-hmm.
You have your own sense of community that's kind of contained. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could be a Minecraft YouTuber and go drastically downwards, if you know what I mean.
Every single one.
But
whenever anybody hits
So
1 million
much.
subs, spin the wheel.
you spin the wheel like fucking Russian roulette. But yeah, I just rather be a niche internet celebrity because you still have that sense of community rather than a massive star like Beyonce and like any A-list actor, any sort of type of that, because
Like
that
The
situation is
Rock,
something
shit like that. Kevin Hart, people like those, like massive. This is what this question also brought up the perception of what a niche internet celebrity was, because the example was like, would you rather be niche like Big Puffer or a massive star like Billie Eilish? And I felt very out of the loop. Like 1 million subs is niche now, because I'm thinking like I was thinking people like 100K, 150. But a mil,
oh no,
you could write out a mil.
Yeah,
you could definitely work that and be perfectly stable and not have the stalkers and TMZ all over your ass.
Yeah, it's just like that, and like if you're a massive star, if you do like one thing right, even with the niche internet celebrity, you do something wrong, you're gonna get criticized for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I also
it doesn't matter.
The threat of being a niche internet celebrity is if you do fuck up, your career is kind of over. Depending on the
Yeah.
situation, if you're big enough, you can do anything and you're fine. Like look at Kanye. Like like you could do whatever the fuck you want and still be insanely popular and rich and do whatever.
Or, like the fucking what's her name? The Haktua fucking girl
Dude, let's
that
not
rose
talk
to
about
stardom.
let's not talk about Miss Talktua. Like who
Haktua.
dude, why? What was it? Fucking like it was Logan Paul's network? Why the fuck is he
Yeah.
around, by the way? Like
Oh my
all of the,
god.
it's a whole other space on the internet that I just refuse to interact with. And it's just like, it makes me want to fucking vomit even thinking about that. Like some people really do just get blasted to the top. She reminds me exactly of that chick that was on Dr. Phil, the Catch Me Outside. She did the exact same thing
Yeah.
happened.
I would prefer to be niche internet celebrity because I feel like being a massive star, there's a lot of people. I don't like dealing with like red carpets and shit. I would not
Yeah.
like a movie star kind of scene. I'm not that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd fit in very well, and I wouldn't really enjoy all the eyes. With a niche internet celebrity, you're kind of just behind a screen, not really having you don't have to worry about seeing people look at you.
The publicity
Right.
of
And
it.
that, and you don't have to like worry about your. I mean, I guess in some case, like with the niche celebrity, you could worry about your looks, but I feel like if you're like a massive star, like an A-lister, then you have to like constantly worry about how you look to the public eye, and
Either that or
you
you have
know,
to play into it.
yeah,
Like what you do look like.
which is awful. It's fucking awful.
I think I'm gonna diverge from the path here. I'm gonna be the outsider. I'm going massive star. I am down.
That's actually surprising.
I'm down to take all of the hellish shit that it wants to throw at me, because honestly, a lot of it is very similar to like it's like a lot of peer pressure ideals, and that was kind of like very prevalent in poverty spaces, which I've already been through. It's the exact same
Right.
shit, except these people have been in movies, and all the movies for the past like 10 years have been dog shit, so I don't care. And you, with that amount of success and money, you can do a whole lot of good, I think, that a lot of them aren't. A lot of them
Right.
are kind of just sitting on their thrones and their hoards of gold, their bullion, and they're just laughing at everybody else not being able to survive. And I'm not down with that. So I'm cool with TMZ being up my ass. I might run over a reporter, but that's fine. I'm gonna get some shit done. Maybe we'll actually have an original IP released within the next couple of years rather than a sequel into a prequel into a remake of the same shit you've seen 1,000 times.
Would you rather work for the Smiling Friends or work for Mung Doll's catering company from Chowder?
What was funny about that one was we had to Google the name of the Chowder one because it had been so long since we actually heard the name of it.
There's a lot of funny things that can happen on both sides. I think that's like the main point of both the shows.
They go way off the rails, both
Exactly.
in very different directions.
Yeah.
I think I would rather work for Mung Doll's catering company.
Mm-hmm.
Just seems like a nice place to work. I think I'd get along well with the four other people that work there, including the child.
The child.
Might get annoying. Might get
The
annoying
child.
after like 2 days.
I'm thinking it's like, if I remember correctly, Mung Dolls was struggling financially as well, and they had like competitors in the same market. Smiling Friends, what was it? Boss is just a billionaire, and he kind of does whatever the fuck he wants. And the stuff they have to deal with, it's not even really that bad. You get to live pretty comfortably, honestly.
Didn't Charlie go to hell?
Yes,
or
well,
something?
that wasn't because
That was Charlie.
that wasn't because of the work. He got a little pissy and then chopped a tree down on himself like a fucking jackass. But I will say he did get his like nose ripped off. That was a thing he had to deal with.
Had to stop a guy from killing himself.
The Spamtopia would have been a problem if it didn't decide to delete itself. I think I'm liking Smiling Friends. There's a lot more of like I'd be better with the mature events rather than the wacky silliness that happens with the struggling business at Mungdalls. I prefer the safety blanket. I need to be coddled. I could make somebody laugh. I could do that.
Right.
Don't trust me with your ancient secret cuisine that it's supposed to make you not purple anymore. Like, I don't know.
I can't follow these instructions. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Exactly. Shit gets
At
crazy.
least you wouldn't be the worst in Mungdal's catering company, because Chowder's always
Right.
the worst.
Yeah, that fucking kid, he's the worst.
Fuck that kid.
He's gonna fuck everything up. God damn.
If I had to pick one, I'm not gonna lie, I also would probably pick Smiley Friends.
Let's fucking go.
I'm the one out of the bunch here.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's just I feel like if I'm working for these two companies, what is like the situations that I'm gonna be in while working for these companies?
Right, on your like
What's
regular
gonna
day
be
to
more? Yeah, what's gonna be more exciting? Like, what's gonna keep me going to actually work for the fucking company?
And, dude,
And I feel like again,
Mungdal is not paying you minimum wage. He's
Right.
figuring out a way to skirt past that, and it's just gonna be awful.
I've actually cut your hour salary. But like again, I feel like I would also get a lot more with the Smiley Friends people as well. Especially I think either Bib, but I feel like
I get along well with Gleb.
yeah, like Glenn. But yeah, but I feel like all the scenarios that they get themselves into would probably laugh my fucking ass off, and I would actually like enjoy being there and just them being like fucked up. I'm like, that's fucking funny.
That and on a day-to-day, they're like, besides the cartoon proportions, are like actual people. Like,
Yeah.
everybody in Chowder is an absolute caricature. I can't sell those. What the fuck is happening? My brain is melting over here. They're an actual caricature of
I'm
who
thinking
they
of
are.
changing my answer.
No, that shit's locked in.
Nuh-uh.
Damn.
We're sending
You're
it
the
right
odd
now.
one out.
Fine, I'll stand in my corner.
Would you rather be on the side of the lions or on the side of the Pokemon?
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. God damn it. Well, Zach, what do you think?
What do you think? It's your
I'm gonna go with
Your
the
question?
Pokemon.
Dude, why did you have to be so fucking close to the fucking mic? Do you want to explain? Or are we just leaving it at that?
No, there's a many details we can go into about this. Because I feel like nobody does. There's 3 avenues. Do you allow the Pokedex? Do you go by game rules? Or do you go by the TV show and movies? What do you think would be like make it most even? I think you always cut out Pokedex because that's where the craziest shit happens.
Mhm.
Like that's
I
where
feel
Gardevoir
like-
can make black holes and Matt Cargo's the temperature of the sun.
I feel like the games are a way to go because that's what people are mostly known, Pokemon for.
Mhm. And I think if you go based off game mechanics, bro, Surf or Earthquake, it hits them all at the same time. GG.
Yeah.
Like, get fucked. It doesn't matter if there's a billion of them. You're all getting scorched by heat wave. And I think if you go by movies and TV shows, bro, Darkrai put an entire like cityscape all to sleep. And when Dialga and Palkia were fighting each other in that movie, they were erasing the dimension that they were in.
Oh god.
I don't care if the god Pokemon got covered in concrete and died. I don't give a shit. Fucking Like, Hoopa can teleport across the universe. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with the Pokemon. I don't care about the lion ladder.
It's my turn. Okay.
How do you feel about this
Yeah.
conversation?
I would rather kill myself, but hey, if I'm gonna be really honest, because I've been asked this so many fucking times and I fucking hate it.
It's a
I
classic.
would. Yeah, I know it's a fucking classic. I have to side with the Pokemon. I mean, if you really like, come
If you
on,
fucking think about it, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't fucking matter. Especially like,
It could be a
Some,
trillion.
like-
It could be 10 trillion.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter how many lions there are. They're gonna die.
They're gonna get
Because-
deleted.
If you like take the TV movies and like take just the basic Pokemon and what their kind of like abilities are and what they're capable of.
Jirachi
are
grants
fucking-
wishes. Celebi
there-
travels time.
They're fucking god Pokemon that shapes literally the foundation of their fucking world.
Wasn't Necrozma gonna blow up the planet?
Yes, just by their abilities alone. Even fucking Bulbasaur can fucking ring a lion to death, probably.
It's like people are like,
Probably
oh,
multiple.
There's all these shitty like, oh, what's Krabby gonna do? I don't give a fuck about Krabby. Like, what's like 10 of the Pokemon out of the 1,000 gonna do? Like that's
Yeah.
it's the top 1%, not the bottom 99.
So yeah, I fucking pick Pokemon, and whoever says lion, I'm so sorry, but your mother did not love you.
I agree.
This is gonna be an easy choice.
I swear to God.
Pokemon.
Okay.
I don't
was
think
gonna
lions
scream.
would stand. I don't think lions would stand a chance against any Pokemon. There are a few that can solo trillions just by themselves. I can't
Yeah.
list them. I don't know the names, but I know there are some that can just demolish trillions in like an instant.
Thank you. I feel a lot better.
I should
feel
have
like we're
said
on the same
lions because I wanted the reactions for the podcast.
I would have left the call.
We'll get the lion defenders in the comments.
This would be the first and only episode.
It would be done
It'd
before
be
it
the
started.
prologue and the epilogue.
It would end as it began.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more games? Or games, unlimited games, by the way, and no games?
I'm gonna have to ask you to say that again.
Speak up a bit.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I was just reading it out, right?
But what
I
did
was
you
reading
just
it.
say? I don't think I caught you the first time properly.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon?
Unlimited
No
what?
more games. Unlimited bacon,
Unlimited bacon, but not what?
but no more games.
No more games.
Or games. Unlimited games and no games.
Unlimited games. But what was that last one?
I feel
No
like I'm being
games.
threatened by gunpoint. No, but no games.
But no games. What do you think, McKenna? What are you gonna choose?
I like bacon.
You like you like the bacon?
I like bacon.
But what about the unlimited games? There's so many.
But no games.
I like.
That's the paradox. That's the world we'll have to live in.
Anyways, I can't have my bacon. I just need my bacon with my breakfast, so I rather have unlimited bacon. Be honest.
That's a fair answer. That's fair.
I hate the no more games being on both of them. That's like all I do outside of work. I just play games. So I might as well take the bacon if I'm getting rid of games.
You might as well, right? You might as well. But here's the thing.
Zach,
Yeah,
Zach,
I might as
you're
well.
scaring me.
We're entering the chaos realm, folks. I am choosing the unlimited games, but no games. We must figure out what the paradox withholds.
It
Suddenly,
cancels
like the
itself out.
world, like combusts, like a black hole forms in the
We're
middle.
gonna see string theories shit. See, I think we're all pretty settled on our answers for that one. What's the last one we should do here?
It's my choice, right?
Yes.
All right. Would you rather live for 1 million years or die instantly?
Now?
Now.
Hmm.
Now